What's good, y'all? Let's Make Sense of It podcast. We are back for another week, and like we always say,
the truth you don't want, but you definitely need it.
You definitely need. I go by the Bo Vance.
And I'm Ash.
Yo, it's all angles.
All angles in the building, and we are back. It's been a while. Y'all make sure y'all follow us on Instagram. Let's Make Sense of It _. Let's Make Sense of It _. If you were watching us on YouTube, make sure you hit the subscribe button. Make sure you follow. July 14th.
Our live show.
July 14th live show. City Winery. Make sure you get your tickets. Link in the bio. Or you can go to citywinery.com. Make sure you get your tickets. Y'all come out with us. Bring the girlfriends. Listen, you want to turn it into a date night? Make it a date night. You want to turn it into a girlfriend's night? Make it a girlfriend's night.
Bring your co-workers.
Bring the co-workers. Bring the family.
Bring your mama.
Everything. Listen, and y'all ain't got to know what's to come, man. You know, sometimes people be listening to our show. They might see clips and they be like, well, I don't really know that. Listen, come on out, man. Come on. Don't be scared. We're going to have a little Q&A. Y'all can ask y'all questions. You know what I'm saying? Y'all might got some girlfriend drama that y'all want to, you know what I'm saying? Y'all
can be anonymous. If you want to slip somebody a note and be like, I ain't want to stand up and say nothing.
Go ahead, write it on a napkin or something. You know what I'm saying?
Hand it to Vince, though. Hand it to Vince, though. Don't hand it to me.
Now just hand it to me, man.
I want my man see you slipping me notes, so hand it to him.
Oh man, but make sure y'all get your tickets, man. Make sure I get tickets. It's under 2 weeks, so man, get those tickets. We look forward to seeing everybody. So hopefully we get to see y'all live.
You sound like you.
What?
Like a radio host.
I sound like a radio host.
Like a radio host. That's why I started laughing.
Not the radio, the radio voice. Get your tickets live. Get them now. Listen, any radios that trying to pay, you know what I'm saying? Y'all trying to cut that check, holler at me. I do voiceovers too. Listen, we out here.
You ain't gonna make no more money than that guy that does the fucking what's the one he do it for Top Dog Law now, but it used to be
Big Al. He in every city.
Used to be another one he used to do for what was it?
For Onyx.
Yeah.
Club Onyx.
He used to be out here.
You're driving your car. All of a sudden, somebody come out, hit you in your right.
Yep.
What you gonna do? Call Top Dog.
You like, all right. You like, he be right at you. So, like I said, make sure y'all get y'all tickets. All right. So, actually, let's start off this way. Before I even do this, so this is my camera right here. All right.
This is my camera.
This is my I gotta start off with just the vent real quick. Just gotta start with the vent real quick. I need y'all people to stop enabling piss poor people attitudes. It's some shitty people out here, and it's a lot of people that enable these shitty people. Everybody's not a good person. I want you to understand that everybody's not a good person. Sometimes people get money, they get a little popular, they get a little fame, they get everything, and the people just think they just a great person and they got a shitty spirit. That goes for men and women. It's a lot of people, they treat people wrong, but they use that money or they use they little bit of whatever they want to call it, and they think money can polish their muddy spirit for whatever reason. I don't know why. Like that money can't polish your muddy spirit. Like, I don't know how many times I come across people or I might see some stuff online. I'm like, yo, that's a terrible person. And you could just tell by how they talk or by just stuff that he posts. Because it all revolves back around how much money they got or how much up on a person they feel like they are. Everybody can get humbled at some point in life. So you got to just watch how you treat people. Because there's a lot of people that treat people like shit. And it really be annoying. So you got to make sure, you know what I'm saying, don't let the money over your morals and over your character and over the respect you have, or just think the money is over all of that stuff, because it's not. Like, y'all need to get y'all lives together, because it's so many evil people in this world, man. And you be like, they hide behind inspirational quotes. That's what be killing me. People have a terrible soul when they want to hide behind inspirational quotes. How about put the work in instead of actually just keep posting stuff that's nothing to do with nothing. Like, you can't post a motivational quote in the morning and all that stuff, and then you go through life or you go through the day and you just mean spirited, mean hearted, and everything. But because you got a little bit of something, and then it be yes men around y'all that don't even check y'all, because they see you're a miserable person and they just let it go. They just as guilty as you are. So I just had to start with that. Put that out there. Okay? That's a lot of. I'm good.
That's a tad table talk.
I was gonna say in front, because that was like, okay.
I had to put out here, man, because now some shitty people, some terrible people out here, man. I had to put that out there.
Did you meet some shitty people?
No, man, it was built up. It's been a while since we've been here. I feel like I had that stored in there. I had to get that up out of there, man.
Okay.
I hate when I see people just mean spirited, and then I just hate it.
Okay.
All right. So let's start this way. Let me give you this one. Let's start with the easy one. Which one is harder to do? Moving on, letting go, or starting over?
Wait, what? Ain't that the same shit?
Wait. Moving on from someone, letting go of someone, or starting over starting over.
Moving on is easier.
Think moving on is easier?
Yeah, because you can lie to yourself to move on.
Expand on that. What you mean?
So if you were in a relationship, I would say we're gonna give you some years. You in a relationship with 3 years and y'all break up for whatever reason. It could be just a simple fact that you just wasn't feeling no more, infidelity, whatever the case may be, something along those lines. Mm-hmm. It's so much easier for you to move on to a new person. Basically, like when they say, like, you know, you leave one person, you can get up underneath another. Mm-hmm. It's very easy to do that because you can fake it till you make it. But like actually letting go involves like time that you take within yourself to realize like, okay, I no longer am with this person. This person is not a part of my life, my everyday thought process, my everyday like process into my day. He or she is not a part of it. So now you have to let that person go. But that involves feelings and emotions that you might not want to get involved in.
Right.
So it's harder to do that. And then what was the other one?
Moving on, letting go, starting over.
And then you gotta, yeah. If you can like functionally let somebody go, like emotionally withdraw that attachment and all that, and you can, you know, move and you can get past that, like realistically get past it, you're not lying to yourself anymore, you're not lying to other people, like you actually feel like you're over it, then starting over won't be bad. But starting over is only harder if you try to let go, but you still got trauma issues that you haven't dealt with before.
I would say so some people would say starting over because I'll do starting over when it comes to a relationship, which these all probably do, but starting over because some people don't want to have to go through the whole process of getting to learn another person all over again.
True.
That's one of the hardest things. Like when you start over, you like, man, now I gotta, like, especially if you had a lot of years in with a person, or they might have met a lot of people, a lot of time in, and then it's just like, damn, I gotta start over now. Now I gotta introduce this person. I gotta learn this motherfucker's favorite color and shit. I gotta learn this person all over again. What restaurants they like. Then you start over, and then you taking your favorite restaurant. You taking them to your favorite spot now. Now it's awkward. Like it's like yeah. Then me and my ex.
It's a restaurant.
Then me and my ex were there.
It's a restaurant.
Nah, chill. Don't take nobody to a spot I took you to.
It's a restaurant.
As a woman, you shouldn't be taking nobody to a spot I took you to.
It's a restaurant.
I don't care. If I introduce you to that spot, you should not be taking no.
Bitch, I like to eat, so I'm gonna take whatever the fuck I want to.
So you like taking your old dips? You like taking your new dips to a place that you went with your old dip?
Like, I mean, how many fucking places is there, yo? Like, I mean, in Philadelphia, realistically, like, we're bound to go to the same place that I went with somebody else.
Nah.
Are you serious? So I'm just saying, if me and my ex, like, our favorite spot was Longhorn, now I can't take my current boyfriend to Longhorn?
To a different one. You can't go to the same. You can't go back to the same one though.
Bitch, please. I know Sarah, the bartender. Like that, she gonna hook up my shit, and then I gotta go to a whole different one because you feel some type of way.
So do you feel like that's the same for experiences too? Do you think you can create the same? It's okay to create the same experience?
No, okay. So realistically, I would say this: it's a lot of shit. Like when you meet people or whatever, it's a lot of shit that people haven't done. And you don't know it until like y'all together and you going over like, oh, well, what type of dates you been on and da-da-da-da. And it's just like, I'm the type of person, I like to go above and beyond. So if I done took a motherfucker on Spirit of Philadelphia or some shit like that, and it's just like, oh, you never experienced it. I would like for you to experience it, but now I can't take you there because I feel some type of way about taking you there because I took somebody else there. So it's just like, now you don't get to enjoy that experience because of this whole stipulation that I can't do it for you because I did it for somebody else.
No, because that's weird. Like if a guy told you he took his ex to somewhere, you gonna feel that type of way.
Bitch, what am I supposed to do?
Women, all right, maybe not you, but women. Some women are gonna feel it. Like
if I feel as though if you tell me you have a pattern of how you give gifts and how you like the whole like a hotel room decorating it and everything like that. If I feel like you've done that for every bitch you've been with and you haven't been in a lot of long-term relationships, then no, do not do that for me.
It wasn't the same hotel.
But if you've been fuck that. It's the experience. It's the one experience. But if you've been with like, say if your last relationship was, I would say it lasted for a good 5 years or whatever the case to me, and you had little in betweens, but that relationship you did a lot of shit in, you're bound to probably do some of the same shit in this one. It may be you might put it in a different wrapping paper, but it's still shit at the end of the fucking day.
Right, but that don't have nothing to do with taking it to the same spot. That's not the same. That's not the same.
Listen, I don't give a fuck what y'all talking about. I like to eat, okay? That is one of my love languages. I don't give a fuck if you took 10 bitches here. I like this place. I want to go. The fuck am I?
You say that is nowhere hell all women is gonna say that because they're gonna be like, oh, what you still thinking about your ex? Why would you bring me?
We've been over this on like episode 5.
I know, but I'm just saying.
All women are not gonna agree with the shit I'm saying. But again, every woman is not either emotionally intelligent. Some women are very insecure, and I don't want to keep revisiting the past every time I walk in.
So if somebody get you the same gift they got their ex, you're gonna be upset.
No, that's a difference.
That was a difference.
Hold.
That's a difference.
How is that different?
How y'all are putting a restaurant or a location and a gift in the same hand, and it don't belong.
If they got you this, all right. What's the difference between the same restaurant and somebody give you like say it's the same perfume? It's the same thing.
It's not. It's a restaurant. Like, listen.
No, it's not. It's not like it's a chain. We're not talking about a chain.
No, because at the end of the day, getting somebody like a perfume, that is very specific. Because either you get me that perfume, you like that scent. On that female you was with. So you can't get me that perfume and be like, oh, I like that. And like, no, that was her scent. Because a female asking you for perfume or you getting a female perfume or whatever case may be, she more than likely told you that's what she liked. Or you've seen her use it more than once. So the simple fact of the matter is that if you don't see me using this perfume and then you get it from me, be like, oh, I think you would like that. Who was you sniffing?
I didn't see you in the restaurant. That
Who
don't
was
mean
you sniffing?
I might think you like the same food in the restaurant.
So it's not.
So I'm saying you can't take no. If steak, listen, if steak, we're gonna put steak 48 or whatever case because I got in a whole discussion. I went to steak 48 with my cousin. My cousin who's a guy. It was his birthday.
Right.
My boyfriend doesn't want to go to steak 48 because I went there already.
You went without
with my cousin, and he went, but his friends would like to go to steak 48 like with their friend group or whatever for their like monthly dinner outing, whatever the case may be. But he wants to go there with them for the first time. But he doesn't want to go with me for the first time because I already went. But he'll go with them.
It's because I guess probably because you his girl, so it's like he feel like, all right, was that your first time going with your cousin? Mm-hmm. That's why. So he feel like it's not as special.
But it wasn't like my cousin paid for me. I paid for him. It was his birthday.
He probably feel like it's not as special now. Like he's like, I was the first dude to take you there. You know what I'm saying? It's a little bit different when you're the first to take somebody there.
That's petty, but even still, that's steak 48. But if I take, because I was good for this before, I will do the same days over. Oh. Like low key, or just do a version of it in a different way. Like I go to New York, I try to make sure I do different shit.
It's a little bit different when you're in a different state, though.
Yeah.
But you always taking a fucking picture, so yours is a little bit different.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
But
it's called archive.
But if your new boyfriend or your new partner wants to go out of state, right? And they go to a specific restaurant and they've been there before with somebody else that they were dealing with, it's not going to be a problem.
It depends on how you present it. Like if we get to New York, like I'm gonna put New York because it's in New York or whatever. If we go to New York or whatever the case may be, and it's a restaurant, and you like so eager to go there, and when you bring up this restaurant, it's like, oh yeah, I took my ex there and and it's just like, no, I don't want to go there. But if you simply saying to me, I would like to go to this restaurant, and it's just like, oh, I've been here before. In me, because Vance is gonna say every female, me. I'm not about to pry you and be like, oh, what bitch you brung here, or did you come here with your ex-girlfriend, or whatever case of me. Like, who wants to? I want to eat. Like, I don't want to be upset while I'm eating because it ruins my appetite.
All right. So what if a woman say, well, how you know about this place?
then it's a whole different conversation. Oh, how you know about this place?
Yeah, how you know about this place?
That's not.
I'm
only ask that question if you take me to some like ducky spot. Like you like, oh, we in the middle of like,
yeah, they think you a side chick.
We in the middle of Brooklyn and like, you know, it like somebody mama kitchen or something. So I'm like, how you know about this joint? Then that conversation opens. But if it's like a broad place and you like it's, you know, it's just out there, it's kind of just like, oh, okay, cool. What kind of food they got here? I'm looking up the menu to see if I even want to eat there regardless.
Hey, everybody's different. So so overall consensus, what do you think what's the hardest though? You said what?
I said the hardest would be letting go.
What you think?
The hardest is letting go.
I think letting go too. Because like you can move on from a person, you can start over, but it's still something you be like, man, I just can't It's just that little like that might be that little 1%. Like, man, you checking on that person or just something small.
Checking a page.
Yeah,
I mean,
like,
a fake page. You checking them on
you like
Instagram.
low key. You like low key.
Looking at their Twitter.
You low key hating like, damn, I don't really. That nigga ain't me. He ain't,
You
he ain't over me.
Block and shit. Yeah,
he ain't over me though. All right. So since we on this, so do you believe that we experience people differently? Do you believe that we experience people differently? Narrative. Like, you think everybody experiences a person differently?
Yeah, you don't get the same version of that person. Everybody don't get the same version of you.
Now,
I feel like my girlfriend is a different version of crackhead than she was with her previous exes.
Did you just call her a
You just call her
crackhead?
I did call her a crackhead.
did you say a different version of a crackhead?
Everybody has a crackhead in their relationship.
Yo,
One's a dope fiend, the other one's a crackhead. I'm the dope fiend, she's the crackhead.
oh, so you're her. So
I need
you're
you
her.
to explain this analogy because I really thought she was a crackhead. I got scared. I say, ew.
Okay, Janine.
Whoa.
Okay, Janine.
What you doing over there? Okay, I need to explain it. So everybody has a crackhead?
So you had in a relationship, somebody's the one that like just be geeking a little too much or just like to play around a little too much. To me,
Okay.
that's the crackhead in a relationship. Okay. Then you got the dope fiend who you don't know which person you get in today.
Oh. Yeah, that makes sense.
That's a good way. That's a good way to break it down. I never heard it broken down that way. But
I don't think I ever will hear it again. But yeah, that is a good. That's a good way.
Don't be going around calling y'all girlfriends crackheads.
Yeah, nah, because that cool.
He can get away with that.
That came straight out of left field. Like, whoa.
He can get away with that. Everybody got a different relationship. Don't go around. Yeah, I was listening to the podcast. So you the crackhead.
Get around the next time. Like, I gotta hold my purse close.
And I'm the dope fiend. I think you definitely experience people differently because especially depending on what part of their life you were, that phase in life, it might have been different. You might have been them when they was the broken part of them, and you got all of the arguments and everything, and then the next person got the heal version, and then you looking like, well, damn, I ain't get that. But hey, sometimes people grow. You get certain ages, you just get certain points in life. Like I always say, people, you just hit a switch hits, and then you just get tired of certain shit.
Yeah.
So you just go about certain things. So now you got the hill version of you. And then sometimes you might get the bossed up version of a person. Like, damn, this person, she on her shit. Like, she wasn't like this back when we was in our 20s, but she approaching 40 now, and she bossed out, she carved everything, the whole persona changed, everything changed.
And another one, in your relationship, you don't experience the same person every time.
Yeah, the person in the beginning.
A lot of times relationships break up because one person is stagnant and comfortable with the way y'all started and the way y'all are now and don't see the growth that y'all supposed to take individually and in a relationship. So one person is skyrocketing, they reaching their goals, and they growing as an individual. And it's just like, so much you can do in that relationship and one person is not moving forward. Yeah,
and then those relationships are probably the hardest when you deal with a narcissistic person, like we talked about, because now they like, well, who do you think you are now that you got your goals going, you got things going? Oh, well, back when we first started, you wasn't like that. That goes for men and women.
Right.
Because just as much as we always say men don't want to see a woman boss up, it'd be the same way when a man boss up before a woman, and then she don't want to see him boss up, or no, I had you when you was this and that. Not saying he was broke, or not saying you was broke, but y'all might have been both like, just surviving. Now he bossed up, and she feel as though like, or vice versa, they feel as though like, oh well, I was with you with nothing, And sometimes people get jealous like that. Yeah. And then that's when it's just like, all right, you need to move on. You need to see those signs of you being able to move on very quickly. But when you start bossing up, and the person that you're dealing with ain't quite trying to be,
they're your biggest hater.
Exactly. They're not trying to congratulate you on your way up. They're not trying to be like your cheerleader and anything like that. That's a sign right there. Like, it's probably not going to work out. Probably not gonna work out. The further you go up, and then they see that, damn, I haven't done nothing in this whole relationship. Right. I've just been stagnant. Or they might have been the breadwinner the whole relationship. Now you bossed up. Now it's like, oh shit, I gotta get my shit. Now they trying to figure out, well, they just can't tell you whatever. However, some people relationship different. Just because you're a breadwinner, sometimes people think they ahead of you. Right. In certain relationships, but in some places you like, nah, this ain't that.
Yeah, you gotta I mean, y'all both gotta be on the same page. I'm not saying y'all going because sometimes you may move faster than the other person.
Yeah,
maybe the goals that they trying to reach is not. I'm not gonna say not obtainable, but maybe their goals just take a little bit more time than yours do. Maybe yours was just like short ones that you knew you could reach really fast, and then you have your long term ones that take a little bit longer. But maybe theirs is a little bit more, stretched out.
Yeah, especially when it comes to school.
Yeah,
the woman is more likely to go back to school than the guy is.
Very much so.
You don't really see too many guys. I mean, it happens, but the percentages of women going back to school and trying to change career or try to get a degree is way bigger than I'm sure than what men do.
Every woman is in this generation. I got 2 degrees. Girl, why you going back to school? I need my other degree for what?
Yeah.
Yo,
I know at least a good. I would say on both hands, 10 women that have at least a master's degree.
A lot of degrees. You just get bored. That's my mom. She get bored. She go back get another degree. My mom probably like 10. 20,
that's a black woman.
Yeah,
they get
black
bored.
Women, they never get
bored
stagnant.
and they get more educated.
Exactly. And then while I'm on that, it's because some women they'll have their shit together, and I think they might think that a man is intimidated, so they'll tell him like, I got my shit together. I got this. The right man will tell you that's what's up. Like we appreciate that. Like men appreciate women that have their shit together. Don't let this narrative out there that because you a boss woman, you got supposed to do this and that. No, some men appreciate that. But allow that man to bring something to your life. Don't just down talk him because you got your own, and then he's like, there's nothing you could do for me. No, there's something he could do for you. It's just a matter of for him figuring out what can I do for her. Because sometimes women they bossed up, they got this, they got that, they don't need a man for nothing. You need him for something. Not necessarily you don't need him, but you want him, like you want that companionship. You don't have to be strong all the time. Like I think that's like a trauma, what would I call it? Like not a trigger, but
trauma response.
Yeah, there you go. It's like a trauma response. Like I have to do it all on my own. Then it's a guy that come along, they try to soften you up some. Like some guys come along and soften up that talk, but it's a matter of they have to get past that first level of that woman. Like, because that woman might have been a lot more open and willing to let you in back then, but she done been through a bunch of ain't shit people, and then now you come along, you gotta come on a whole different lane, brother.
I mean, but that society, like that whole thing, like with these random conversations, like where all the good women at, or when random guys be like, oh, where the women that pack niggas lunches, and where the women that would rub her man's back or hold her man down, or women will be like, oh, where's the guys that plan dates and do this? A lot of y'all are seeking approval from the wrong motherfucker. You want a guy that plans dates, but you only going after the motherfucker who texts you what you doing. You want a woman to hold you down, but you only looking at the bitches that act like, no offense, but like Sexy Red and a lot of them motherfuckers. Like they have that certain persona about them. Like I don't understand. You looking for black, but you looking at white. And this is not speaking of race thing. This is just actually color. You looking for black and you looking at white. You looking for a handyman, but you in the club instead of being at Home Depot. It doesn't match. So it's just like you can't. So where you're at, it won't go with the type of person you're looking for, because you not paying attention to them. Like them fucking videos where they popping, like they pop the balloon.
Yeah.
I just saw one. This guy, he was dressed real plainly. He had on an anime shirt of red flannel. And everything like that, every girl popped their balloon, and they didn't like the way he was dressed because they said like, "Oh, would you wear this on a date?" And his name was Chandler. They didn't like that. His name was. It was like the most randomest shit or whatever case. And he liked anime. They didn't like that. Okay, you ain't gotta like anime. That's perfectly fine. Y'all ain't gotta like all the same shit. But he seemed. I'm not gonna say he was, 'cause I don't know. But he seemed like a really good person. He had his head on straight. He had a job. He was just comfortable. And then at the end of the day, one of the girls didn't pop their balloon. They walked off into the sunset together. They still dating, da-da-da-da. But it's just the simple fact of the matter that a lot of times, women and men or whatever, y'all will look for somebody. Y'all will want certain characteristics in a person, and you will set these standards for yourself and for the person that you want to be with. And you will jump at the first opportunity and don't even start checking off them characteristics or personality traits or nothing yet. Y'all just see that this person either has money, so you think they're successful. When all actuality, they're a scammer. More than likely, it's a case being brought up against them, and they about to go to jail. Now you shit out of luck. Or you got a guy who looking at a female, you seem like, oh, it seemed like she quiet or whatever the case may be. When all actuality, she need fucking therapy like it ain't nobody's business, and she has a whole lot of shit she needs to work on. But because she seemed quiet, you thought it was okay. No, now you stuck because now you trying to sleep with one eye open, wonder what the fuck she gonna do. Y'all gotta make better choices and stop these frivolous ass conversations because it gets nowhere. It's bitches out here that pack lunches. It's bitches out here that hold a man down, pay all the bills, and don't question it. Y'all hear all these conversations and y'all think this is the way of the world. But the people that are actually living these lives are not talking about it.
Yeah, some people don't realize that social media is it's a lot of people that don't even have social media. So like what you see on social media is only half of the world. You know how many? Even if 10% of the world was on social media, it's still a whole 90%. It's billions of people in this world. So it's 90% of billions. Like it's a lot of people that's not even on social media. It's a lot of people don't even know what the fuck social media is. And y'all letting the 10% on social, or it be the people on social media. Y'all let the 5% of people on social media dictate everything because that's what it is. They see the same 5% of everything, or the same 5% of motherfuckers they dealt with. Like that be the same people. You pick and choose where you listen. Like I said. You trying to find somebody to do this, and you in the club every week. What I noticed is the same people in the club every week.
It ain't shit in the club.
There's nothing in there.
I mean, it ain't shit.
You would have
in the
a good
club,
time
but I do
every
like
once
a
in a
good
while.
club night.
Every once in a while,
Depending on the DJ.
Yeah, DJ can ruin
The DJ
everything.
can break a make. I mean, the DJs now suck ass because I'll be honest with you, half of the rap shit I don't know, and I be feeling like I'm old, and I'm like I'm only 30, but half of the shit I don't know what the fuck they be talking about. I'm still learning dreams and nightmares.
You died. You about to lose your black card.
I don't give a fuck.
You died. How you still learning dreams and nightmares?
Because I don't. It's not me. It's not
Okay.
the fuck I'm listening to every day. And then when I go to the club, I'll get some of the lyrics, and I'll be like, okay.
That's a Negro spiritual though. Like
No,
how
it
you
ain't. No, it ain't. No, it ain't.
That's a Negro spiritual. You just be hyping the video.
By the time when that shit
turn the
come
camera.
on, yeah, there you go. Exactly. Hold on, wait a minute. Come on, all bets is off. Okay, that's what you got.
Let me give you this one. If you do not address your childhood traumas, your romantic relationships will. Do you agree?
You don't address your childhood.
If you do not address your childhood traumas, your romantic relationships will. Do you agree?
That's yeah, of course. That's with anything though. That's what if you don't address any type of trauma you have, intimate relationship will reveal some of your flaws. Simple as that.
Trauma and childhood trauma. It's funny. I think probably the last episode we recorded, we talked about childhood or just traumas in general. First of all, any type of trauma you bring into a relationship, period, is going to affect your relationship. Whether it's the trauma from your last relationship, whether it's the trauma from your childhood, whether it's the trauma from your family, whether it's the trauma from anything in your life that you never talked about or that you never dealt with or never healed from, it's going to affect your relationship, even if it's something small. Like it could be the littlest thing that could trigger you in a relationship, and then a person looking at you like, well, what the hell is wrong with this person? Like like I said, it can't. I'm trying to think of something small. Like I don't know, maybe somebody
something that I feel like was the craziest thing was being told, "Oh, you triggered me." I'm like, how did I trigger you? Because you didn't pick up your phone. What?
See, something small like that. Maybe they might have had somebody that didn't pick up their phone.
They was knee deep in pussy.
Yeah, or something that happened to them. They was in the hospital. It could have been.
But did you die though? But did you die?
A little bit inside.
I could understand. I could understand. Not like depending on what time of day it is, or
but that's
or
if you
nighttime.
living with somebody. Like I literally had this argument about like not picking up the phone or something happening. It's like we don't live together. I'm not your emergency contact.
But they might look at it as though because y'all don't live together, they might even care even more because they don't know what the hell you.
But if I live with somebody, I understand having full responsibility of the next person that you're dealing with because you live with this person. You're technically you're supposed to be their first in contact. But just relationships, you live in two separate households. Y'all not even on the same insurance plan. You don't know what insurance they got or anything like that. Like to me, just be like, if you was dying, you was dying. Call your emergency contact first.
So wait. They was trying to call you. All right. So I understand what you're saying. So this is different though. This is a different scenario though. So they was calling you as an emergency contact.
But there wasn't no actual emergency though. Like there was. Or I needed you because I was sad.
To them, that might have been an emergency.
That's
Maybe they
cool,
was maybe.
But that's, I mean, I kind of see where it comes
I
from.
get where you're coming from.
It's not I mean, more than likely on my side, it would be like we were already like texting like during the day. So more than likely at nighttime, I already know what you're doing.
Right.
So if you don't answer, all right, whatever. Especially if we not living in the same household. But we living in the same household, motherfucker, don't try me. Don't try me. Don't pass by. Don't collect $20.
What you mean, as far as what, not answering the phone?
Not answer the phone.
Oh, yeah.
Well, I mean, we got curfews in my house, so I don't know what
See, you
anybody else
different.
does.
Some women know. Some women
else
like, I don't
does.
do that curfew.
Like we
shit.
gotta, because we know Philly nightlife. Like Philly nightlife, shit closed down at 2.
Yeah, let's say the after.
More than likely, shit closed down at 2. If you kind of plan to let out or whatever case may be, all right, you out there, you getting in about 2:30. At the latest, you hitting the door at 3. Past 3 o'clock, we got a problem. If there wasn't prior notification that, I'm gonna get there past 3 o'clock.
Flat.
And that's on both hands. That's not me being overbearing. That's on both hands. We had this discussion.
Right.
This is what it is. Because this nigga used to go to after hours.
Really?
He used to go to after hours. He used to be coming in the house when like the sun was coming up.
Oh, he
not
was lit.
me. Not
He was
with
outside.
me. Not with me. But I mean, I've done that a couple times. But it's just like you in a relationship now, you got that respect for the other person.
Right.
But it's just like if we living in 2 different households, more than likely I was talking to you during the day. I know what you're doing at night. If you're not answering the phone or whatever case may be, or in that moment, if I really need somebody, I'm probably not gonna call you first. Even if we are in a relationship, I'm not gonna call you first.
Right.
But like I said, it's not every female.
That's every female. That's cap. That's every female. Yes, it is.
I'll call my mama. I know she up. She gonna listen to my woes. I'm just saying.
All right. Let me hit you with this one. Once you have 3 baby dads, you have no worth. True or false?
What?
Once you have 3 different baby dads, you have no worth. True or false? Now I seen this in a video, or I might have been. I seen it somewhere, but the person said once you hit that 3 baby dad mark, your worth is just.
That's false.
You don't think that crown a little chip?
No.
I don't know. You can't be.
Why would I
3
measure
different-
your? I'm gonna measure your worth because you had 3 kids by 3 different men.
Absolutely.
Wow.
Absolutely. If I had 3 baby mamas, I'm getting measured.
No, you're not. It is.
That's cap.
That's a double ass
That's
standard,
cap.
and you know it.
That's
a double ass standard, and you fucking know it.
If I had-
Don't
Yo.
sit here with me.
Oh,
Don't sit across
nah,
from
yo.
me and don't even fucking try it.
That's
don't
cap.
even try it.
If I had three-
at the end
Go
of the
ahead.
fucking day, Nick Cannon got 12 kids.
And people be killing them.
And they still, and I bet you there's a bitch right now on the fucking line that will still have this fucking kid.
If he didn't have money, would it still be the same way though?
Yes.
It wouldn't be the same way.
How many females you know in the middle of North Philly right now with the same baby father in a 4-block fucking radius? He either the neighborhood drug dealer, the neighborhood funny man, whatever.
said 3.
Whatever he is. What I'm telling you is a guy will not have the same standard as a female if they have multiple partners and multiple kids. It doesn't look that.
You
It
know
doesn't go
what
that
the
way.
difference is? Men make mistakes. Women don't make mistakes.
What?
One
Who
last
said
thing.
that? Please pull up the article. Who the fuck said that?
How you had 3 different baby dads?
Niggas can't control how many kids we produce. Y'all can't.
Y'all can
once
do that.
once a guy's nut,
You know what's- you know what's
feel me?
coming.
You can control how many kids you have as well.
No, we can't.
It's called a condom. You can't.
It's called a condom. It's called birth control. Or something. It's prevention on both sides. Whichever one you choose is up in the air. That's up to you. But there's no way I'm gonna sit there and be like, "Oh, shorty trash because she got 3 baby dads." But boy, he got 3 baby moms. But it's
3 baby dads is crazy. I don't care what
3 baby moms is crazy.
No, but 3 baby dads.
3 baby moms is crazy.
I just said that.
You did not.
I did,
You
I
literally
swear, I
repeated
just-
3 baby dads is crazy. You literally repeated it back
I said,
to
but
me.
our worth will be way down.
It's not.
It is.
It's not. If you met a guy,
I know niggas still cracking. And they
yes,
got more
it's
than
multiple
3
niggas.
kids.
I know niggas. Period.
I'm not talking about kids. I'm talking about the people you had them with. Especially if you got 3. All right, I switch it this way. If it was 3 bum baby dads, now I'm judging you. If they all 3 of them was a bum, I'm judging you then.
Of course, I'm judging.
I'm judging you then.
Of course, I'm judging you because what I'm gonna ask, especially if I know you personally, what I'm gonna ask is what happened. What did you see? Because we're not gonna sit here and act like niggas don't show one face and then switch real fast once you become pregnant.
How quick? Hold, time out. I'm gonna let you go. But how quick? How far along and how quick along did he switch face that you let him hit raw? Like when did his face switch? It didn't just switch right after you had the baby. Because if you had a baby,
whoa,
go ahead. No, go ahead.
Niggas will switch their face as soon as you announce you pregnant.
But you didn't.
But hey, remember we had this conversation. Remember, bitches was at my neck when we said whose responsibility it was to bring make sure they had a comment if a nigga didn't bring one.
We know this.
But it's also if a nigga knows, like Ant just said, Ant just said, right, that a woman can control how many babies she had, but a nigga can't. But he can.
He can.
Because he also could have wore a condom. And he also could have not nutted in her or went in her raw. But he did anyway, knowing what the circumstances was. And then she becomes pregnant and it's like, okay, cool. You pregnant, da. And around that mark, and I'm going to tell you what mark it is, the baby shower. When that baby shower is coming to a fucking head.
This is true. But why? How come?
I'm going to show you the back of my hand instead.
No. This is true. But it's a lot of chicks. How many baby showers you done seen where there ain't no dad there? You right. It's no dad. It's no reason. Right. The baby not even here yet. And the nigga going already. How he going already? You didn't even had a baby yet. Because what did he? But you not. You don't know how crazy. How crazy? But listen, your tone and and how you putting it is insinuating that from the time that she laid down with this nigga and he nutted in her, whatever the case may be, and she got pregnant. And she started growing and progressing through her pregnancy. And then she got to the baby shower. And all of a sudden, she got to the baby shower. And she was like, oh, this nigga ain't shit. He can't come to the baby shower. I'm going to be a single mom. You're insinuating that all of that time, she knew exactly who he was and decided at that moment she wanted to turn and face it the other way. And she wanted to tell everybody like, oh, no, he ain't shit. Instead of saying, in mutual, something happened because you had a kid yourself. So you would know at a certain point in time, even after that kid comes during the pregnancy, it was a time where it was just like, this shit is for the birds. Right. True. But something does happen. But then it'll be the chicks, they'll just have a baby and say, I don't have a baby dad. And you accept it. So in those 9 months, you having a baby, or from you getting pregnant to the time that now just you don't have no baby dad. From the rip. No. Niggas left from the rip. But why am I? But if she says I don't have a baby dad, why am I questioning why he not around? Stop. Yeah. Why am I questioning why? If she want to eliminate this nigga, she not asking for child support. She not out here talking bad on him. She just like, it's just me and my kid. That's crazy. It is what it is. That's crazy. I mean, you know what? The value get diminished when you decide to lay down and be a hoe. You know, remember Ant said on his podcast that he used to be a hoe, yo. Remember that? Women don't forget shit. Yeah, women don't forget shit. Before he got situated. That's crazy. He said he was a hoe, remember? And he just admitted to us that he was doing multiple dates and the same shit, just with a different font. So I'm just saying. Yeah, y'all don't try me. Neither one of y'all. Neither one of y'all. I can't argue tonight, goddammit. Don't try me. Neither one of y'all. All right, so is a woman's sex drive based on how you treat her? You say yes? Cat. What? We gonna argue tonight. I feel like he got it in for me. We gonna argue tonight. I feel like Ant want to argue. Go ahead, Ant. Why is it cat? I think it is. You know how this is more of a saying for women, but women just have sex appeal. Men don't have like a sex appeal. We have like a So you said women have sex appeal and men don't. Men don't have sex appeal? I wouldn't call it sex appeal. I feel like men have this natural attraction from women that make them want to have sex with us. I don't know. So, I think I'm explaining it wrong. I think it is the way you treat. Well, I think it is the way you treat it, because some women just throw some pussy off just because. Like, it is some women, like, it's niggas that gotta spend that bread, and there's some women like, they know, all right, I'm gonna fuck. They know they're gonna get that person, so they what's I'm saying. So I think it is how you treat them. But then also it might not be, because it's some dudes that treat women like shit, and they get it every night. So it's I guess it depends who you with. I don't know. It depends on the chick.
It depends on what kind of sex you giving them as well. If I'm just like, if you treating me good or whatever the case may be, like more than likely you getting extracurriculars instead of just the regular, you know what I mean? Like, maybe the head is a little more sloppier. Maybe it's a different position. Maybe we doing. I'm just saying. Maybe we doing something that we didn't normally do before. We don't normally do on our everyday process or whatever case it may. Mm-hmm. But I mean, you're right. There are people out here just having sex because it's just like a means. It's just a means to an end. It is what it is. Like, I just want to, like, I know you trying to keep this nigga around, so you just giving him pussy. And it's just like, I mean, just because you gave it to him tonight don't mean he ain't going outside in a couple hours fresh and going to get it from somebody else.
Now, we love it here. We love it here.
So I'm just saying, it's just like,
you're never trying to get rid of that headhunter, though.
I mean, that's fine and dandy, but, that ain't always true either.
You died. Niggas lose their best headhunter. You tripping. Niggas would be in a fetal position crying. They lose their best pussy before they lose their best headhunter. And that's a fact. Niggas will tell you that. that's a fact. Women probably the same way.
Are you telling us something, Vince?
I'm not telling y'all nothing.
What the fuck are you saying?
You about to get me in trouble tonight. This is what we not gonna do. This is just all. I'm speaking on behalf of the men.
That's not because you saying that, and it's just like if a female sayer was like, well, if I lost the best eater I ever had, like this nigga don't compare. Am I constantly thinking about the guy that ate my pussy really well?
Yes.
Why this nigga is eating my pussy?
You are.
You only think about that if it's horrible.
No, you're not.
If it's average, you probably will.
If it's horrible, so every time you get in head or whatever the case may be, and there's someone that does it better, but this person is not doing it. This person is not doing it like horribly. Like they not biting you or doing weird shit or whatever the case may be.
That's different.
You ain't gotta tell them watch their teeth. You not like trying to do this and shit like that. I'm just saying, like every time that they give you head, you sitting there like, nah, I had better.
That's crazy.
That's what you're doing every time.
That's crazy.
Because if you saying a nigga lost his best head or whatever it
I didn't say it had nothing to do with the person that they with. I'm just saying niggas be hurt when they do.
But when they do, are they thinking about that every time that they get hit from this new person?
Maybe it took me a couple months to stop thinking about it. It took me a couple months.
At some point, they probably like, damn, these niggas be sitting there like, damn, I missed that. They not gonna act on it, but they be like, damn, I missed that.
As soon as I hit the streets, I know who I'm calling.
I fucking can't.
All right, so it says just a quick question. It says, if a person is drunk and they snap out and say some shit out their mouth, should you react because a drunk person speaks a sober mind, or do you just ignore it and be like, she / don't really feel that way? They're just under the influence. I'm just asking.
Are we in public?
Yes.
We in public?
It don't say, but let's just hypothetically say
if we in public, cool, calm, cool, collected, it's cool.
But if y'all just like,
if we in a house, oh,
that's different.
Let's pack your shit.
Oh shit!
Wait, we talking about a partner or like a friend?
Let's do both. Let's do partner first and then do friend.
If it's a partner, we in the house, pack your shit. Especially if it was something like really like hurtful or something that we already kind of dealt with and we both agreed that we were fine or whatever the case may be, and you brung it back up and you added a little bit of sprinkle to that. It might be that time to like. But if we in public, I'm not handling it until I get home. And then there's a friend, and if it's a friend,
you cutting the friend off.
You better than me. If I'm in public, you embarrass me in public, I'm going to drag you in public. If it's behind closed doors, can't nobody really see me beating your ass, but
hey you.
It's
now, does it matter what it is though? Like if it's something like that's not like nothing crazy, but it's something that you like told them and they like say it out in public. Or if it's something that you asked them and they give you one answer, but then they get drunk and they give you another answer.
You don't ever want to do that to a female.
Women don't forget shit.
I don't want to put I don't want to put 2 and 2 together and I get anything but fucking 4.
Now they trying to figure out. I thought you was at the sports bar that night. Oh shit.
Oh yeah, but we had
niggas cooked now. Niggas cooked. He didn't change his whole location. I thought you was at Fridays.
Cause now I want to laugh. Like you can't lie better than that. Cause now you making me mad. now you making me mad. Cause why you can't lie better than that? Like it should be. If you gonna lie about it, this is my whole thing. I'm not teaching y'all how to lie or whatever. But if you're gonna lie about it, you need to make sure that lie is so good that in the back of your head,
you gotta remember
going forward, that you gonna remember that shit word for word, tell from tell, time from time. Mm-hmm. Because if you fuck up at any moment, it could be a random day. Y'all not even drinking. No, everybody is sober, and it's like, yeah, remember that time and such and such and such. Just be like, but you said that the car broke down and y'all was out there for about 2 hours waiting for a tow. So how did you get to that point at that time? What happened?
You know, y'all women real slick because she tried to hit me with that shit the other day. and I peeped Blitz. I forget what it was, but she thought I lied about something. Regardless if it's a lie, not a lie, I remember what I fucking said. So if I'm gonna lie, I'm gonna keep living what my lie is, if it is, indeed is a lie. Mm-hmm. Try to hit me with the, oh yeah, but then you say, oh, remember that time you said those was so and so shoes that left you here, but it was really the other person's shoes. I said,
oh, man, hit you with the clothes.
I said, I never said that was the case. So you just trying to, you thought you were gonna catch me in a lie. That's crazy.
Catch you slipping.
You smooth about it.
I ain't say that. Yes, you did.
But a nigga, there's a nigga out there right now, probably at this very moment, getting caught in a lie he told 2 months ago because he couldn't keep his shit straight, and he brung it up randomly, thinking that it was okay, and she's sitting there like,
women slick. They put a whole story together. All right, so back on May, you told me you was haired, but I seen you was at this club, but then you said you was haired, and it was this. You put the whole story together. You're like, damn, how you figure that out?
And then you'll say like, I don't really want to be a detective like that, and it's just like,
shit, y'all CSI.
Yeah, I'll raise you one CIA motherfucker. I'll find some shit.
God damn,
I'll find some shit.
It says, do y'all care if a guy's mama like y'all? Because I actually do. I do a little bit. So does it matter if your spouse's parent likes you?
To a certain extent, yeah. I mean, like I don't need her to be like. When I'm around, like, oh hey, like that's she ain't gotta be, too much, because I think people be wanting the most, and that's not that person's like personality. Like my mom is, supposedly my mom is standoffish. I didn't even know that. I didn't know that. I thought she was bubbly, like kind of like me, but no, she's not. But she's welcoming. Mm-hmm. But like my boyfriend, his mom is okay. Like sometimes she's welcome and sometimes she's reserved or whatever case may be. But I'm like, I'm like a hugger. I guess that's what you call people. Like I'm like a hugger. And I'm like, hey. So like, I mean, like now it's warmed up or whatever case may be. But you just gotta learn that person is not. That person just might not be with that. And it's okay.
Do you think you could be with somebody the rest of their life if their parent didn't like you?
No.
You don't think the relationship will work?
Because they'll sabotage this the whole time.
Yes, being liked by your spouse's parent is very important because, like, first of all, you don't want to be going over people's houses and then it's just awkward. Yes. Like you can always feel tension when you walk into like a house and then it's like either somebody was talking about something, or you could feel like, all right, it's just you just get a weird feeling. You be like, yeah, nah, this ain't it. Plus, if the person parent don't like you, then they gonna do any and everything. If they come to them and tell them some stuff, which I would pray that they wouldn't do it, because you tell them, they automatically gonna say, I told you so, and this and that. Some parents be overly obsessed with their child too as well, though. That'd be another thing. Like, yo, your son, your son ain't shit. Like, your son, or your daughter ain't shit. Like, that's not.
Your son got issues, but if everybody collectively don't want to deal with it, they want to bypass it. What the fuck am I supposed to do? Child, you have to learn at a certain point in time in your life and everything like that. Like, especially if you're in a relationship, you are not the family fucking put together. That's not your job. Like, if they need to mend relationships with certain people in they immediate family, mom, grandma, brother, sister, dad, grandpa, whoever, that is not your job to put yourself in that place to mend it, because you want it to reflect what you might have grew up with. Right. It ain't my job. Whatever you want to do with it, that's what you want to do with it. But Every time you bring it to my attention, I'm gonna tell you the same shit.
All right, now a question off of that I was actually thinking about as we were talking about like the parents like somebody. So what if you bring kids from a previous relationship into there, and then your spouse's parent treats those kids better than they treat your kid y'all had together?
What?
I feel like that's normal.
So you met somebody, they had kids, you brought them along, they brought your kids, y'all had a kid together. But those two kids get treated better by the spouse's parent than your kid does. Like, say a birthday come around,
You'll never see my child.
and it's like
You'll never see my child.
Like if they forgot, like, oh, I forgot that was their birthday today.
You'll never see my child. You want a picture? You don't get one. You want to come to a birthday party? You don't get an invite. You want to come over for Christmas, Thanksgiving? Your invite was nowhere to be found.
Since we're on the topic of relationships, how do you guys feel about a partner discussing things that go on within your relationship?
To who?
To who?
Whoever.
It depends.
It depends.
It do
Who they
depend.
talk to? Like, they talk to their best friend, they talk to their mama.
So it's a red flag. Well, not a red flag, but it raises eyebrows if they talk to a parent.
Yeah, don't take your relationship problems to your parents unless y'all got like that relationship where it's like a y'all mom daughter or whatever, and y'all like real close, like almost like friendly. But if y'all just like if it's strictly parent kid, like no, because that's messy. Because now mom's just like, what's going on? Because moms always want to try to jump into something too. Like, I really like that person. You know, I want y'all to figure it out.
I would say this personal experience. Like, my mom is not the type of person to meddle. So she would never, like, if I told her something that I was going through, she not going to come over my house and start treating my man a different way. She's going to treat him the same way. But it's just certain things I'm not going to talk to her about. Like, if it's just something, like, I'm feeling strongly about, and it's just, like, I need to feel like I'm not crazy. I need, like, I need somebody rational to come in and, like, put this at ease. Then that, I'll talk to her about it. But if it's something that, is probably harboring, like, I think he cheating or I think he lied to me, some shit like that, I'm not bringing that to nobody else's attention. Because if I find it out, I want to take my L in private.
I think it's easier for the son to go to the dad than it is for the daughter to go to the mom.
As long as your parent isn't messy, it's no problem. For real.
Yeah, because I think most dads like, listen, you got a good one, man. They give you some. They tell you about yourself. Like a real dad to tell you about yourself. They ain't gonna have you on.
It depends. Like, my dad is a hoe. So I wouldn't go to him with any type of. That's not the thing.
So y'all okay with your partner talking about relationship issues with friends?
No. One friend, maybe. Well, women are different. Women will go right to their best friend.
I got a circle.
See, that's crazy. Now the circle. Now the circle. No.
But it's the same. It's the same.
No, it's
thing.
different. I think it's different. It's
with
the
same.
circle.
It's the same topic of how I will bring it if I'm talking to my mom. I'm not bringing them anything that'll be like dope for them looking at my significant other sideways. It'll just be something that is just like it's in your heart, it's on your mind, it's on your spirit. Like, I just feel it's like we're not communicating properly or something like that. But it's nothing personal. Because at the end of the day, if it's something like that and you forgive them for it, everybody else don't move at the same wavelength as you.
Right.
So it's just like you forgave him or you settled it, but everybody else is like, you did this, that, and the third, and blase. But
I guess it all really depends on Don't go spilling everything though. See, the issue be where when you tell some shit that you could have kept to yourself, like y'all can, like you said, it could have been a little disagreement or something. Y'all might not agree or something, or it might have been a situation or something. But don't bring the whole
whole shebang. You letting mom know. You let everybody know everything.
You can't be letting you can't be letting them know everything because that's when shit get messy. And
some stuff keep it to yourself.
Once it get messy, then it's just hard to recover. Like once the plane going down, it's hard to pull the plane back up at that point. When you already you threw everything at them. So let me give you this one. They say, let's discuss it. Do you believe you should change your phone number once you get into a serious relationship? The person said, I personally am going to change my number the next time I get engaged. I believe no one from my past should have access to me if I'm someone's wife. What are your thoughts?
I feel like I dealt with that recently, but there's like, if there's stuff attached to the phone number, like my phone number is like my mom knows my number by heart, and I be dealing with a lot of stuff with my mom, so I had to explain it to my person, like, oh, like I'm not changing this number, like it's just not happening, and like unless like I needed to change it for reasons of like law enforcement or something like that, or I had to change it or something like that, then that's different. But like you can easily block people. People will blow you up all the time. Like it ain't never hit the block button.
Yeah. First of all, I've had the same number since 7th grade.
Child.
I'm not changing my number. I'm not changing shit. You tripping? I'm not changing nothing.
Change it on motherfucker.
Nah, you can get blocked, and I got the easiest number around, so I'm
Like
definitely not
N
changing.
said, I can block them.
Yeah.
I'm not changing a motherfucking thing.
Yeah, because
Cause that's just if you feel as though like you get into a new relationship and you gotta change your phone number, what the fuck has you been doing? How many people got your number?
that's a lot. That's
How many
If
people
they
got
feel
your
as though you
number?
gotta change your shit, that means you got a crazy past. Like you was out here.
It felt like that at first. I was still thugging, so it was like, yeah, you need to change your number. Nah, I'm thugged out, but I'm gonna definitely block people.
Then you. What's the difference? So you change the number, then what? The contact's still there. Like if you wanted to reach out to the person, you could still reach out to the person. Like how many times people change their number? Yo, this is my new number. Like, and when y'all change your number, y'all do know y'all could just delete the old number. Like people, such and such new number. Like you could just delete the old. You could just update the contact. Like
I ain't got time for that. I gotta remember a new number and I gotta add this shit to. It's too many. It's too much shit going on with this number.
Yeah.
Just
Plus-
block the person.
Plus, you change that number ain't gonna change nothing.
No,
it's not
because
gonna
if
change
they
nothing.
want to find you and you want to talk to them, it's gonna
It's gonna
happen.
happen. Yeah.
So it doesn't matter. Changing your number ain't doing shit. Sometimes blocking a motherfucker ain't doing because you can unblock them.
Yeah, because then you done change your number and then y'all broke up 2 months later. You lost all your hoes.
It's hey yo, hey
You done lost. Like, damn, I done blocked my number, changed my number and everything, and I done lost all mine. You mad as shit. It says, please start dating people who actually like you. You don't have to suffer for love.
Hey, we already talked about it. I'm just saying.
People,
I'm just saying.
you know what I know is a lot of people date people that they do not like, and we said this before. But then you realize it, like the more you see, the more you're like, dang, that person, they hate each other. Like, they don't even take pictures. Like, they hate each other. Or anything they do is just, like, cringeworthy. You be
like why it look forced.
Yeah, like, you could tell when something's forced.
Why they only touch you when they drunk? What you doing?
That's crazy.
Why they like y'all in public together and you see them a lot and you be like, damn, when they sober, when they just get to the party, they be like on two sides of the room.
Yeah, that's
all of a sudden when somebody get drunk and it's just like, oh, now y'all want to communicate?
Yo,
What's cool? Y'all okay?
That's crazy. They try to hold hands and you pulling away. That's a red flag. You put the hand out there like,
They try and get a kiss and you kiss them on the cheek. Whoa. Either they breath
you
stink,
might,
or you just don't want to.
No, you might be the side.
I ain't gonna say a breath stink. You just don't want to kiss them.
I don't know. You might be the side chick. He try to go. They try to go for a kiss, and you. We not doing that in public. That might be a sign that you.
Why are you bringing them out in public then?
Well, if they a side chick,
yeah.
Niggas bring side chicks out every day.
Child, if I'm somebody's side chick, you bring me out in public, bitch. This is all bets is off. I can do what the fuck I want to do. What the fuck is this? The fuck?
Hey, you know better than record.
Exactly. Like, the fuck? You should have kept me in the house then. What the fuck is this? Now all of a sudden we get outside, I can't do that.
Side chick in the house is crazy.
I'm just saying.
Now you a side
Niggas do that. They only come to see you. They only come to see you when the sun go down.
Yo, that's a
Don't spend the night.
Yes.
Don't spend the night.
You know what it is. You know I love you. You just can't be seen.
I'm not taking you in public. Like we're not going outside. None of that. Like no, I don't want to do no dates. I want to do shit.
Funny you say that. I'm gonna so off of that whole side chick thing. So say you going to, how would I put this? I'm trying to get a scenario. Say y'all go out somewhere, out of state. Let's just say you go out of state or whatever, and they know they the side chick. They brought the side, like the person brought the side chick with them. And do you think it would feel weird for the side chick knowing they the side chick, but knowing they can't be in no videos, no pictures, no nothing? Like, should they feel it? You think would that make them feel a certain type of way? Already knowing they already know what they are.
I feel like you shouldn't feel any type of way.
You feel like it should
Wait,
be
if you're with a group of people?
Yeah.
Oh.
No.
You know, like you a group of people.
I feel like you shouldn't.
All y'all
feel any
niggas
type.
better not do shit. Y'all niggas better not take no pictures, no videos.
No, but that's what I'm
tag
saying.
me on
As the-
And
Instagram.
this is like, if I went on a trip like that, and I know it's just like, and I get there, and it's just like, oh, well, this is such and such, and I'm like, but you got
Should the chick feel a certain type of? Would you think should she feel a certain type of way? I mean, she already know what she is, but if you keep announcing it, it make it weird. Like put your phones away. We can't take no pics. Like you already know what it is. But
if you go with a group of people, more than likely they already know that they can't take. But you can't go like you can't. I don't know. In my head, you can't take a side chick on a group trip with your friends and they significant others and be like, oh, we can't take pictures, we can't take videos
significant other
because you don't want her in it.
Oh no, you ruined the trip already.
Yeah, you did.
What is this? Fucking why did I get married? Because why the fuck is Shreddy here and she lives driving up the fucking mountain? Exactly that. Now we can't do shit because everybody mad. Everybody's wife is mad because your wife is driving up the fucking mountain by herself.
First of all, you bring a side chick. First of all, that's crazy. Bring a side chick when everybody else with their significant other is crazy. That can't happen. What is we doing? That can't happen. Women ain't gonna allow that.
Listen,
you tripping? Ain't no women.
In my boyfriend's friend group right now is my good friend, my sis Jazz. Mm-hmm. If anything transpired and I was not there, baby, she's on my line. Honey, she gonna let me know because what happened? Who said what? Because we don't do those things.
I'm crying. They was just saying. That was his cousin.
That was his cousin my ass. That shit is just like keep your whatever the fuck. If you're doing some stuff like that, I feel like that should be separate from your friend group and like don't put them in it. I've done that. Don't put your friends in it. Don't put your friends in it and make them feel like they gotta keep secrets from your significant other.
That was his cousin. You know what I'm saying?
Cousin?
That was his cousin.
I know who the cousins are.
They was from out of town.
I know what cousins he actually hang out with.
They was from out of town. You just met them.
Okay.
Free the gang. All right, let me get his last one. It says, I'm not going to lie. I know a lot of women who think they're a good woman to a man and they're not. But I know men be trash, but some of y'all be no better. And this is a woman saying this to...
Well, yeah. It's the same way if somebody be like, well, I'm a good person because I don't cheat. Okay. Do you communicate? No.
Like, men who don't cheat need to be awarded.
What?
Men who don't cheat need to be awarded. Since everybody say all men cheat, the niggas that don't cheat need to be awarded.
What you want?
I'm just saying it should be a little. You know what I'm saying? When a nigga do something, niggas is this, niggas is that. But
I'm not congratulating you for keeping your dick in your pants.
What's the difference?
What's the difference? Fucking giving you a certificate for that.
They get certificates at schools.
At the end of the day, if I'm horny and I decide to fuck my nigga. Do I get congratulations because I decided to go to him and not go to somebody else when I was out at the club without him?
You reward kids. You reward people. Everybody gets rewards, but the nigga
What you reward
they get certificates. They get a toy. If a kid is good, they get a toy, right?
That's your kid.
You always just saying is your men don't get nothing.
What men get?
What you get? What you want?
Exactly. You don't
Are you rewarding your girlfriend every time she decides not to get
this ain't about women right now. This always gotta go to the women. We just talk about men. Y'all get enough. Y'all get everything.
Niggas. Y'all acting like niggas. All right? I'm a scratch the
because we don't get nothing.
No, because why do you want to reward for doing basic shit? You want to reward because you didn't cheat?
Women want to, first of all, time out. Women want to reward for everything. What do you mean?
Damn, babe, I cleaned the kitchen. Can you buy these for me? Father's Day passed a couple weeks ago. It's chicks giving out pussy that they've been giving out all year. That's not a fucking reward. That's not a gift.
No, I gave my man a cookout, so I don't know what the fuck y'all talking about. Wow. My man wanted a cookout. I asked him, what do you want to cook? He was like, I want to have a cookout. I want to get lit. Here you go.
Mother's Day, they got to rip the whole restaurant out.
Last year, I took him to DC. I'm just saying.
Mother's Day, they ripped the whole flowers?
I'm just saying. He don't like flowers.
So?
Why would I buy him something he don't like? I don't like flowers, so it doesn't make sense. Like, he don't buy me that shit, I don't buy him that.
Should have bought him some wings.
Nigga, where you at? Shit, that costs money. So fuck good. I'm just saying, like, you can't, I'm not rewarding you for basic shit. I'm not rewarding you because you took out the trash. I'm not rewarding you because you didn't cheat. I'm not rewarding you because you didn't lie this month. I'm not rewarding you for that.
Niggas just don't get nothing.
I wish women would see how they act in moments of when it comes to certain stuff. Because men look crazy when they, babe, can you get this for me?
If your girlfriend constantly cooks for you, your fiance, your girlfriend, whoever, if she constantly cooks for you.
We appreciate that.
At the end of the month, are you giving her a reward or are you giving her dick?
I'm giving dick.
Exactly.
You wanna
so
know
that's why I can throw this pussy on the fucking grill and give you that. And give you that for the rest of the fucking summer. Because ain't no way. There's nothing. I'm not rewarding you for basic human decency.
Some shit.
But
Women
y'all
get-
cook it and be like, babe, can I get a foot rub?
What? If my feet hurt, I need a foot rub. That's what I'm asking. My
That's not a
feet
reward.
hurt. That's not
hard
how
being
is that a
mad
fucking
out
reward? My feet hurt.
That's a reward.
My feet hurt.
That's a luxury.
My feet hurt.
Touching somebody's funky
You
feet.
had a rough. Listen, you've been working the same job for a few months now, almost close to a year, and all of a sudden you've been having a rough week. You want your dick sucked. That's what you want.
Facts.
Because you had a
Certain.
rough week at work.
Absolutely.
I had a rough week too.
All right.
So what we doing?
My week was rougher.
Toe for toe? Your week was rougher.
You said what we doing here,
We
fan.
going
Here.
toe for toe. Like I don't understand.
You
Like
said
you're
he
not,
is 69 God.
As an adult in your household, baby, I'm not giving you an award for human decency. I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that for
It's
you.
hard being a
I'm
man
not
out
giving
here,
you an
boy.
award for common
Niggas
sense.
don't get shit. Niggas don't get nothing, boy. I tell you. We appreciate everything. We just saying. I'm just saying. I just threw that out there because, you know.
So what type of reward would you want?
I don't care. I don't
you
care
didn't-
for a reward.
Because
I
you didn't cheat this week. What reward you
Yo, you
want?
say this week, yo, that's crazy. Niggas about to start breaking shit down by the week. Nah, chill, cause babe, I ain't cheat this week.
I ain't cheat this week. But last Monday I had a slip up. But this week I was good. Like, what the fuck am I supposed to give you for that?
Hey, you.
Something.
No, I'm not.
It's like when it's a bad. It's like when it's a bad kid at school. You gotta tell this people had a good day today. You know what I'm saying? You get some ice cream. You
See, this is why they putting out these fucking new studies that
man.
little boys have a harder time in school because they gotta sit for this. And I'm like, bitch, everybody is sitting for the same amount of time. Now,
man.
only the boys have a hard time paying attention because they gotta sit for 7-8 hours in a day in a classroom. Bitch, everybody is doing it. The teachers doing it. The girls are doing it. So the little boy is the only one that's having a problem.
Hey, man.
Get the fuck out of my face.
Gotta laugh a little. Hey, man.
I'm just saying.
Hold your head, gang. It's gonna be all right.
Don't
man.
y'all bring this shit to the live show because y'all gonna solo me up real fast.
We gonna get her started from the rip. Listen, hold your head, gang, man. Make sure y'all get them tickets though. July 14th,
Period.
City Winery. Let's make sense if we live. Me, Ash, Ant. My daughter back there, she dropping stuff. It's cool. She over there just breaking stuff. But make sure I get those tickets, man. Make sure I come out. Man. Like we always say, hey, it felt good to be back. Definitely felt good to be back. Like we always say, man, common sense ain't always so common. So put a little bit more smarts in the world. And on that note, it's the Bull Vince.
And I'm Ash.
Holla at y'all.
Bye.
Make it, baby. Make it make sense. Come on, make it make make sense. Come on, make it, baby. Make it make sense. Come on, make it.